Ye spirits of the crossroads, thus. Look well up.
Set.
Move swiftly as the raven flies.
What's that? The oath. For the realm. This one. Smart. Walk in the woods. To the House of Hades.
You helped us beat that bloody monster down. Ah, if only I could have seen. You're really something else, hot stuff. Of course, our good friend Typhon's already begun on his climb back up. We'll just have to make it extra tough for him.
More whalers. Always use more. Rocky, use that beak.
Presents a significant problem for the Olympians, and now also for you. I had not necessarily expected he and Kronos would join forces. Perhaps this is why I could not detect Typhon's reawakening.
Warding circle there.
They won't know what hit them. Keep going. Fancy running into you again. We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear. Our worst fears realized and so on. You'd think I'd be more capable of tracking prey that's Typhon size.
You were tracking Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can... Perfect. Steady out there.
You're a long way from Athera. You even brought some wisps. And here your soul shall stay.
Zeus says you substantially contributed to Typhon's defeat at our summit. Thank you for that, Flower, but I regret I could not have been there to say so at our palace grounds. Our enemies are numerous, and...
Interesting. We did it, Rocky. We vanquished Typhon, at least for the night, my lord. Hermes ensured that I was well supplied. Plenty of gold for you lately.
Young lady, you must have sensed it was my blessing you received, young lady. That energy, that electricity. Why, I'm afraid there's just no hiding it.
Caskets. My Chaos Boon just changed. Come catch me if you can. For the underworld. O moon, my steady...
I am grateful for your generosity, though the kinship that we share is more than sufficient, and makes the lonely nights seem to soar by.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Not even a monstrosity such as Typhon. A god may cross your path. The Twilight Curse is yours to use.
Sigil of Frost.
I found something.
Rocky Fetch.
That was quick. The greatest teacher is out there, and evidently taught you quite a bit. You're able to surpass me here consistently, but has this proved to be enough?
There's always more to be learned, Headmistress. You taught me that yourself. If you believe that I'm prepared, why hesitate?
Because your path toward mastery is yours alone. When you decide you are prepared for more, remember that the Oath of the Unseen is there for you. And cross flames awaken. Look now upon the moon. Asgion Kataski. One further secret of the Oath of the Unseen I shall reveal now. When you feel suitably prepared, consider this. Then perhaps we shall clash under a new set of circumstances.
The secret to the Vow of Rivals. Victory.
Out of the woods. Please take your time.
The beam.
Are we quite done? Here comes our shadowy assassin on her nightly escapade to try and do me harm. Although perhaps the outcome shall not be so fortunate this time.
We'll soon find out, won't we? I promise not to keep you waiting long. I'm well on my way already, as you can see.
Oh, that I can. Then I had best return and make ready. We have to tidy up for your arrival, after all. Until later tonight.
Until then. That's that. There's that rancid scent. Foes eliminated. Those spouts again. Don't look down.
From the heavens themselves. Zeus shall be notified at once.
In the name of Hades. Until we meet again. That's what you get. Desolation. The spirits of the dead. Ash of the dead. expect me to believe that neither I am gonna claw nor bewitching eyes concern our meetings. Though if you're drawn to me, you have an odd way of showing it.
No way! You're the one who always shows up here, lady. You are obviously drawn to me. Or one or more of us. Jetty knows it, Roxy knows it, everyone in Oceanus knows it.
Oh, come on, Skilla. I'll admit I don't dislike your songs as much as I previously let on, but that's...
Oh, you hear that, gals? That's as far as she'll... Ah, everybody shiver tonight!
Dare to oppose my need.
A pearl. And caught. Another chitin. To the fields. All this sorrow. For my father. Vengeance. Stronger.
Out with you all!
think I can finally go. Your magic against mine. Crude sorcery at best. Chip away, Rocky. Good job. You have a wondrous family to protect, Lord Uncle Zeus, not to mention the heavens and the earth. Yet you always carry yourself with dignity and courage, despite the weight of your burdens. Thank you for never backing down.
I've many sons and daughters, nieces and nephews, many more. And it's a pleasure to know each and every one. I try never to play favorites, but between...
In the name of Hades. Hi, Echo.
Hi.
Be strong, okay?
Be strong. Strong.
Flourish.
How about a little extra jolt?
Good work, Rocky. Two left. sturdier. Zeus, take you. Vitality. The hunt begins. No escape. I fought in anguish. My blades shine like the moon. Don't you yet recognize me, boy? Tormenting him, are you? Not good. Now I release you.
The princess once again.
You're looking better already. Moving on. Maybe I should switch. Unseen. Maintenance access. Chambers of Tartarus, align.
Anybody sensible would flee from Tartarus, not barge right in.
Please hang on, Father. I have to safeguard the details, but I'm getting closer to something. A way to stop Kronos. Forever.
Forever. Even when my brothers, foster sisters, and I vanquished him, we knew he would eventually be back. A deathless titan. But we thought it would be on our terms. We were such fools.
What else could you have done? He left you with no choice, and you lacked the means to destroy him utterly.
It was for the best that we lacked such means. We would have used them and continued using them. I merely judged the dead. Or used to. I was never fit to judge the living. What else? That I can spare.
It won't be for naught. How great the treasury. Where does Kronos find these things? In the name of Hades. Let's see what else. Yes. Let's begin. Satisfactory. The house. You made it here in all the clamor, Lord. Olympus, I accept this message. This one, please. Kronos!
Returned again, I see. I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of call. Though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Because of you, and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past. How empty it is here without some guests. Perish.
Of course!
The mark of Zeus. History repeats. Three, two, one. That's it. This is my chosen form. I have more subjects here for you to fight. world than I.
We both know that is not what this is about, Titan. And all that plagues this world is not getting any better while we perpetuate it.
If not this world, my girl, then what is this about? Do you suppose? What is this about?
For Cerberus. To the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Now, night and darkness, guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Strange, I think I feel a little stressed. While I'm asleep? Supposed to be Is that? Good news, sister. It took some doing, but I managed to persuade our father to let me hang on to his favorite spear a while.
You did? That's great. But where is it? I found no trace of any such weapon when I passed through here.
I have it secure, except I felt a little hesitant about handing it over. Or however you mean to get hold of it across this astral psychic, whatever you call it.
Zagreus, I need that spear. We need that spear. What misgivings could you possibly be having now?
Melinoe, you're asking me to permanently slay a member of our family whom I've never even met. I know it's important, but that doesn't mean I want to go through with it. I don't even know if I can.
Of course you can. What do you mean you don't want to go through with it? We're the children of the Underworld King and Queen. We do what is required of us, not merely what we desire.
You sound just like Father. There was a time I never could communicate with him either, and I sorely wish that he was dead and gone. I'm glad I never had the capability. I might have used it then.
I sound just like Father. Good. Yet there you go, comparing him to Kronos once again. Just because they're related doesn't make them anything alike. Nor is this situation remotely similar to the one you were in.
Oh, I don't know. My situation also involved family members desperately trying to kill each other.
We're trying to prevent that. Last. We'll discuss this more another night. I can't force you to cooperate with me, but I can haunt your dreams.
Well, it's a good thing I'm susceptible to threats. This was a lovely chat. See you some other nap time, then.
Count on it. And mark you my words, we're going to fix this situation. We're not going to let our family fall apart.
I'd settle for the latter bit.
Brother, we shouldn't be fighting.
Prometheus. Titan of foresight. Yeah.
As fate would have it.
Oh, look. Should speak with Headmistress before I go. Another victory. What does my history reveal? Ugh. Not quite. Went all right? Good one that time. Oh, right. Adequate.
Come join us, Goddess. I was just regaling the Shades about when first I traveled to the underworld, whilst I yet lived and breathed, if you could believe it. And thusly I got out.
Come on, Odysseus. There was no escape from here when my father ruled. Are these Shades truly so impressionable?
Oh, I'm dead serious. My tales aren't quite as tall as they may seem. But now the gates of hell are flung wide open, aren't they?
We're going to seal them shut.
Aye, that.
Your animal familiars shall follow you to the very end.
I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh. That is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me. Such a mess. Eris. Become what I seek. This'll take a little while.
Kronos must believe he has the upper hand now that Olympus has the father of all monsters bearing down on them night after night. But he has made a grave mistake.
Typhon cannot be controlled. If he no longer had Olympus to contend with, he would probably come after Kronos next. There must be some way we can redirect his rage.
If not his rage, the very nature of his being. I have always taught you that our craft is never to be used for destruction alone. But no rule is immutable. Let us use our enemy's strengths against them, to rid us of them all.
Disintegration of monstrosity. Cooking away for now. I'm short on bones. Gemstones for you, broker.
Next time you got something to say about me, you come say it to my face. No, you witches would much rather sneak around, though.
What are you even talking about? I think you're being accusatory and abrasive. There, I said that to your face.
Odysseus tried giving me one of his talks, telling me you didn't go complaining to him.
He was concerned with how we're getting on. You're not exactly being subtle, and he's quite perceptive in case you hadn't noticed.
Be quiet.
I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us regain our strength. We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Melinoe. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the...
Mandrake root.
I, for one, was certain she'd prevail. Must think you're pretty tough by now, don't you? Beating Kronos or whoever down again and again. But are you pushing yourself to the fullest, or taking it easy?
Few would consider the task of vanquishing the Titan of Time to be an easy one, Commander. Though I take your meaning. The Oath of the Unseen beckons.
Come on, use it. My disciples and I are practically daring you. You'll get to spruce up your nocturnal arms, we'll get to see what happens. Win-win.
Unless I fail.
You? Come on.
The crescent pick achieves a greater form.
Do make good use of that. Authorized.
The rod of fishing should be stronger now.
May not a single fish elude that thing.
Lim and Oros, awaken.
You have proven worthy.
Some fate fabric. Darksyn, awaken.
Oh, you gotta try it on me.
Bathe now in the light of the moon. Lim and Oros, reveal your secrets.
Oh, something's going on.
Let our bond grow strong. You. Hey, is everything all right with you, Dora? I didn't mean to upset you with talks of Titans when last we spoke.
I'm good, Mel. I don't get mad much anymore, really, and don't get weirded out either. It's just... something about the name Prometheus. It's like... it meant something to me.
But Prometheus was imprisoned for eons prior to this point. If you remember him, it's from a while back.
I'd be ancient history. But I hardly remember yesterday. Don't know how come I'd remember something from that long ago. Not that I do remember anything from then, except...
Except what?
Just a feeling. But it isn't great.
Will this truly come to pass?
The tools of the unseen were bound to grow strong.
Father's spear. It has to work. I know my limit now, and this is it. So that's it. Now for Typhon. Moonlight, guide me.
Cyclops waiting as you're heading out of town? Been there a while. Thought eventually he would move on, but he did not. Gramps must have put him up to this.
Enough of this. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
Upon the oath of the unseen is one vow that may rise above the rest. It is my charge as Eye of Night to bear it.
Coin for Charon. Shades, you're free.
Catch this.
The god of war.
I was not even born when first our fathers slew the Titan Kronos, and neither could I see him thwarted by your hand last night. But I have a good imagination for such things.
Now to head back. Some sort of gathering. it. Great Aphrodite. You must get more offerings than all the other gods and goddesses combined, though this one comes from me.
Why, this is wonderful, and also quite impressive. You already know our ways. I must return the gesture, so please take this. I insist.
I can't say no to such a lovely gift.
Are you quite certain that it's best to be up here? I heard your kind, that is to say, those of the underworld, that you're not fit to linger on the surface for too long. Please, don't overextend on our behalf.
The valuable is here.
Oh. Delivery coming soon.
Leading the assault against us. One of our sole allies amongst Titan kind to become a bitter foe. All because of how we treated him. All because he knows which side shall be victorious when all is said and done.
Cheers, Hermes.
The incursion by that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat.
Cool and brisk. way to getting out of there. Acceptable. Coinage. I can get out.
I located something.
Here, fishy. That's a bite. Another ribeye. Here's the gold.
You and your granny, Demeter, you must have so much catching up to do. Perhaps you even have the power to unfreeze that disapproving scowl I oft fear is permanently set, though I can see she wishes to address you now herself.
Please pay no heed to Aphrodite, Flower. She's more concerned about the contours of my face than doing anything of use. But on the count that we've much catching up to do, she's right.
Forget a scent, you know. And you got something that's familiar to me from way back when. I know those bones. Nobody had them before you.
You must mean these knuckle bones. If they've ever been a source of ill fortune for you before, then perhaps you know what's coming.
Nobody's your pal, is that what you expect me to believe? Then first I'm gonna crush you all bones, and then I'll eat them. And those knuckle bones too.
Remember me, Cyclops.
Lights out. There it is.
Be up in a minute.
The beam. Let's go, Phrynos.
Stars. There at last.
Delivery arrived.
This is for you.
There's some catastrophic storm brewing at the top of Olympus. Can't get anywhere near it. What's happening up there?
That storm conceals the real threat. Kronos awakened the father of all monsters and set him loose. These forces we're fighting, they're just a stalling tactic and a feint.
You're saying that's bloody Typhon? Oh, God. Since I was young, I prayed to all of you for safety and good fortune from my tower. Now it's you yourselves who'd better pray.
No, we're going to destroy that thing. I don't yet know all that requires, though prayer most likely won't be necessary.
Oh, then I'll pray just in case. Figure it couldn't hurt. Just please be careful, Melly. And before you go, take one of these. Any of these. Let me know how it goes.
Thanks. See you.
We deliver.
on my authority. Yes.
Ocean foam and coral reef, golden dust and matte leaf.
A possible ally.
So what is even happening there at the Mountain of the Gods? Some nights, great plumes of flame appear on the horizon and storm clouds, terrible as ever I have seen.
The source of these phenomena is a two-pronged assault on Mount Olympus. The Titan Prometheus and his raiders, and the monster Typhon himself. I'm headed to face them.
Good heavens, you mean face them all, Poppet? Although perchance the perils you confront beneath the earth are even worse. Let me protect you then, as best I can. Very well.
Thanks. I can use this. Olympus, I accept this message. For my mother. The front of the fleet. Death to Kronos.
Isn't this great, Trouble? Now, before I shoot you all to hell, I just want us both to take a moment to breathe, relax, really just appreciate all that we have.
These senseless fights with you, I cannot rightly say I appreciate them at all. Though, at least the moon is beautiful tonight.
That's the spirit. Now how about we stain that pale glow of hers in blood and ichor, huh? Spicy. He's a joke. Like that'll work. What did you just do? these washed up freaks. That does it. Open wide. Here comes my favorite part. Oh, yeah! Didn't hurt. But I don't want to go. I just got here.
Buzz off. Another golden apple. Solid ground. Could try a different one. The Fang. That's quite enough. You again. Be gone from here. Better. I have this. The Master Craftsman's gift. Olympus, I accept this message. Here we go.
A fishing point is near.
Should be useful. Prepare, fishy. Got a bite. I caught a star sailor.
Like there's no tomorrow. Hey! Hey, nice.
Two emerging from peril and...
Cheers. You really are just part...
Look,
Well, if it's burning, baby, let it burn, I say.
Almost there. Hold on. We did it, Frenos. Interesting. In the name of Hades.
Ah, yes.
Tell me, Titan, do you recall a mortal woman by the name of Dora? Her shade responded strangely when I mentioned you, but can't seem to remember what you did.
Let us leave it be, Agent of Change. That old Shade's latent memories have more to do with gods and their deceptions than with anything I did.
Elaborate. Tell me what happened to her. You keep blaming everything on the gods, as though all this is solely their responsibility.
Oh, on the contrary. I take responsibility for mortal kind. But for all their failings, vices, and downfalls, I am not to blame. Nor is this Dora. You tell her I said that. I trust on you. You can muster. Phoenix Flame. Legions of the Titan Lord. Marco.
See you later. For me. My keepsake isn't doing any good. Some coins. The Fortress of the Gods. Here he comes. There. Can't hide from me. To me. Another lamprey. Cheers, Hermes. One of Typhon's broodlings. Children can be such a nuisance, so they say. I walked the path. Higher up. Here he comes. foes eliminated. This is all one being. I grow strong.
The enemies of all-seeing Typhon cannot possibly escape his rancor, for his eyes are everywhere upon him, red with rage, and searching endlessly, piercing the very soul.
I'll be the last thing he sees. Lord Hermes. Death to Kronos.
You've knocked Typhon around a bit, but he's still plenty mad. Isn't there something you or Hek can do to make him maybe go away for good?
If by make him go away for good you mean have his whole existence flash before his many eyes before he's finally destroyed, then yes, that's in the works. But it may take some time.
Oh, great. Can't do things quick if they don't take some time. Well then, don't let me keep you from your research. See you later, Em.
Take care. Reinforced. In the name of Hades.
cabin on the stone.
Lost.
He's down, now hit him hard. Protect the palace, everyone!
He's growing angrier, or weakening. He's looking worse. Return to Shadow now. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It's beautiful. The King and Queen, Lord Ares.
Welcome back.
Don't be shy.
Grandmother.
Malinois.
How my lord husband scoffed when first I brought forth that perhaps this deadly witch niece of his, raised from infancy to vanquish time itself, could also be of benefit against the Titan siege. Glad I won that out.
Hera, dear, of course we reached agreement on that matter, else my good niece would not be here now. Though tell us, Malinois, what news of a lasting solution to our predicament? Typhon shows no interest in turning away.
We're getting closer to something. It's very likely that the means we use to rid ourselves of one of our great foes shall be the key to ridding ourselves of the other, though we have not achieved those means as yet.
You hear that, Zeus? The greatest inconveniences we face may be resolved at once. We so like doing things efficiently.
You need but tell us what else must be done to facilitate this outcome, Malinois. Olympus stands at your disposal here.
Please hold out as long as possible, for your blessings and support are invaluable. One way or another, I'll be back as soon as I can. Kronos may have reawakened Typhon, but that same power could unravel him.
May it be thus. We'd ask you take your time, my dear, but there's no telling how much we can spare. Nevertheless, tread carefully, and we shall be awaiting your return. Come back soon.
Till we...
Oh, Flower, it's truly you. Forgive me, we must maintain decorum here, but I am very pleased to see you here before me, rather than within the dimness of a boon.
Lady Demeter, the honor is mine. I know that everyone's preoccupied contending with the siege, and it couldn't have been easy for you to be here now.
Please call me Grandmother, although perhaps not here. I was furious to have missed you when you visited before, and was not about to let that reoccur. But you cannot stay, can you?
Unfortunately not. With Typhon dealt with for the moment, I had best be getting back. I'm so grateful to have met you like this. Shall I see you again?
If the fates have any mercy in their hearts, then yes.
You truly think we'll soon get blasted Typhon well out of our way for good? That'd be a welcome change.
If we can rid ourselves of Kronos, then we should be able to rid ourselves of the father of all monsters too. And I have not been training all my life for this only to fail now.
Well, remind me never to get on your bad side, Sunshine. You ready to head home? Always good to see you, though I'd bet should help you get home.
We have this. We're getting closer, everyone. Please stay safe. Return to Shadow now. We're getting somewhere. I never imagined I'd see the Palace of Zeus with my own eyes. But I'm glad I'm back.
How can this be?
Dora, I hope you don't mind, but I asked Prometheus himself about this old connection that you feel. He's cagey with his words, but does seem to remember you in turn.
Oh. Kind of weird of you to do that, especially since it sounds like he's trying to kill your family up there, but thanks. What do you say?
Well, he said he's not to blame for mortal kind's failings and such, and that neither are you, and asked I tell you so on his behalf. Before attacking me, per usual, of course.
Whew, that's a relief. All this time, I figured if there's any two individuals responsible for all the badness mortals have to deal with, it's Prometheus and me. We're talking stomach aches, heartaches, taxation, lying, cheating. You name it.
It's utter nonsense, but do you have any idea what he could have meant?
Nope. But since you're the one who's talking to him on the regular, maybe you could ask. Now that we're curious.
We'll figure this out.
I dissipate.
You did
Let's have a look around.
That Cyclops has known defeat before.
What does that Titan know about my friend? The prophecy concerning Typhon's reawakening. What made you think it would never come to pass? I thought the weavings of your sisters were always certain to come true.
The fates are not always straightforward. Their prophecies are represented visually, not written in detail. At least the major ones. I thought my interpretation of Typhon's return was likely misguided.
So the fates wove the image of some terrible monstrosity climbing Olympus, and the gods all desperately trying to fight back, and you thought it meant what?
Well, it wasn't that exactly. Though I didn't take it quite as literally as I should have in hindsight. I thought it prophesied that the Olympians would have to stand against some sort of existential threat.
Well, you weren't wrong.
Blood and darkness. They're saying you beat Typhon single-handedly last night? One step closer to putting everything back to normal, huh?
I did not beat Typhon single-handedly, but we managed to defeat him, yes. Though I don't think you need to fear a return to normalcy anytime soon.
I know you're trying to reassure me, but I can't help the way I feel. I ought to be enjoying all this while it lasts. The future might be boring as dirt, but right now, things are okay.
Things are not okay. I salute you, Shades.
Once there was an administrative chamber in the underworld, where Shades kept careful track of each detail. A trade a few such souls as yet.
Surely such efforts were rewarded handsomely.
How goes it?
One, please.
One step closer.
Smells delicious. Typhon does not belong in this world.
Thought I said you needn't curry favor with me thus. I shall take this bottle nonetheless, if but to penalize you for not offering it up instead to someone more deserving of...
I can think of no one else I would rather have this than you, Headmistress. You've made me the goddess I am, and not a night...
How often must I say I'm not your mother, Milinui? You needn't lavish me with such unbridled praise. I raised you to destroy our common foe.
You've often said what we intend and what we do are not the same. I know you're not my birth mother, so what? You've cared for me. That's more than enough.
I've used you, and I'm using you still. Can't you see that? I've attempted not to hide this fact from you, yet you turn it aside.
You have raised me in accordance with the promises you made to my father. He never asked you to coddle me, did he? Surely he wanted me to fend for myself.
And do you think you can? You remain under my auspices, take aid from Olympus. You're not as independent as I planned. And furthermore, I've inadvertently caused you to think I've made you better off.
I believe you have. I know no other way. It fills me with sorrow, knowing you feel undeserving of the love I have for you.
Sorrow well aside for now. I'll drink your nectar and enjoy it, if you please.
I would.
Tis a wonder that your mountain relatives are still able to be of benefit to you whilst having Typhon at their gates. Do they have any sort of strategy to stop him, do you know?
They're working together to drive him back, along with the Titan's legions. But if they have a greater plan to put an end to the assault, they've not yet let on.
Let us assume, then, that they've no such plan. However, I'm beginning to think that the father of all monsters may yet figure into ours. Collect what samples that you can from him.
I shall, Headmistress.
Ow.
Full bloom. Grow strong. You look comfortable.
Hey, really must be making Typhon mad. What's the plan there besides that? Get so caught up in all the glory that you lose sight of our real enemy?
The father of all monsters represents an urgent threat. You'd know it if you saw him for yourself. If Olympus is laid to ruin, Kronos prevails. We wouldn't be able to stop him.
Speak for yourself. The underworld never needed any of those gods. Kronos wouldn't even be here if not for them.
Thank the fates we have you to deal with him.
Thank the fates.
Ashes of the past. Here, Phrynos. Growing strong. Thank you for being here. Grow strong, my friend. Huh. What's to be done?
Come forward, would you? Settle a little wager here, young one. These shades are making claims you felled the father of all monsters. I, however, am the voice of reason, and I say, come on.
Typhon's recent defeat certainly wasn't my doing alone, Commander. We have Olympus on our side, and more.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I said. Technically, it wasn't just you. Hear that, disciples? She had a bunch of those fancy boons, and who only knows what else.
Then you win the wager?
Damn right.
Revol. Out of shells. Grant me the aspect of Charon.
Wait, who?
Myself. A vow of rivals. By will of Night. Could take a different vow. No need for recklessness. Cassinthe. by my birthright. In service to the realm. For the unseen. I swear it, Nyx. Now for Kronos. Time to shine.
Typhon is an even greater threat than I could have imagined, my kin. How envious I felt, hearing the tales of our elders fending off the father of all monsters. But now we all are witness to his wild rage firsthand. Of course.
A warding circle. Into the purse.
You made it all the way up to our palace, niece, and sent the monster Typhon howling to the earth. Forgive my absence. All too many water bodies to defend.
Strength of the sea. Suffer no more.
Rip your hearts for helping clear the air.
Greater might. I've blood to spare. Earth's bounty.
I was unable to detect you for some time, but then the Earth itself shuddered, as though an object of very substantial size fell from considerable height. That must have been the being you called Typhon. Did you cause him to fall? Do not respond.
Anymore what it was like, having two legs. Only the two. I'm hideous, I know, but I don't fall over myself like I once did. Second nature now, scurrying about.
Don't speak that way. My task would go much faster if I had legs like yours, Arachne.